Hey, we're back. On this good cold day. Good cold day outside. Finally did get some snow. Finally did get some snow in. Got Joker here. Walking with us. Just kind of walking. How you doing? Good old walk and talk with the dog. Man, 2:47 in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Lots of updates. It's been a minute since I was on here. I think the last time I was on here, my granddaddy was on the way out and on the way up. Come on, buddy. So, glad to be back on here with you guys. Just kind of following up, man. Following up and getting out here back in these streets. Of course, just making sure we get out and active. Go back into the new year. Engaged, re-engaged here. A lot of good things going on. New hunt updates, new video updates, creative updates. Yeah, so I'm excited. So I want to kind of get into hunt stuff first. So, as you guys know, of course, before we start, support Field and Stream, pack provisions. Make sure you guys get yourselves a bag at your local Tractor Supply. And they also have a lot of other really cool dog training supplies, treats, dog food. There we go. We back. Dog food. Just everything. Go to your local Tractor Supply and get yourself the dog stuff. And then we are, of course, good partners with Beretta USA. What's up, folks? Joining the stream. Good partners with Beretta USA. How you doing? And so we want to make sure that y'all go to BerettaGalleryUSA.com and shout out there. So, of course, because of all the great things we got, the dogs and all of that stuff, the update for today and what I'm grateful for, I'll start with that, is I am the, what's up, NYC what's going on? So I am the new head outfitter at the Foxhall Resort here in Atlanta and Douglasville. So if you guys are into sporting clays and upland hunting, I'm going to be running the program, building that program up, really bringing in a lot of great things, bringing in my expertise. So as of yesterday, I've officially signed as the new head outfitter, like I said, a Foxhall Resort. This man right here, Big Joker, is going to be my lead, and then we'll have Spade there too. We've got a few hunts to finish up. At the resort, I actually took out 2 groups the other day for sporting clays instruction. Just kind of giving them a few. Part about this is as my year starts and things like that. What's up, folks? Coming in from all around the world. Is that Brazil? What's up? I see a flag on there. I think that's a Brazilian flag. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as we move on, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the day in and day out, the day in the life of the new head outfitter at the Foxhall Resort. Sharing y'all my insights from sporting clays, like I said, to upland bird dogs, upland hunting. I'm really going to get back to re-engaging with the technical aspects of that stuff. And that stuff will be predominantly on Sporting Life Notebook as far as the podcast goes. But channel content, we'll definitely be doing that. So what I'm grateful for is, in these crazy economic times, I was able to land a head position and really secure it for my family. Like, it was it. I wasn't expecting, the position. There was a number of circumstances that kind of just opened themselves up. And talking to the good folks at Foxhall, they said, hey, look, we like what you do. I've been guiding there. What's going on? Zane Newsom. What's up, man? I've been guiding at Foxhall, just independently for a good while now. And out of nowhere, I got into contact with the general manager. I was actually heading home from a hunt. And they had been keeping their eyes on me for a minute, man. You never know who's watching you, man. You never know who's watching you. Well, I got 20 of y'all in here, though. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Field and Stream Pack Provisions. So as head outfitter, man, I got to keep my dogs up to snuff. And I'm going to do that. But yeah, man, I was excited. I took 2 groups out. What's going on, Rana Waleed? So yeah, man, if y'all are in the Atlanta area, man, come to Douglasville, come to the Foxhall Resort, come shoot with me, man. Get on this Clays course. Come run dogs with me. I know we got a few spots open for the remainder of the season. I'm gonna book hunts through Foxhall there. You can look it up online, the Foxhall Resort. Like I said, I took out 2 groups the other day, had some ladies there. Come on, buddy. Had some ladies that had never shot before, and some that some guys and ladies that did, and it was really cool. Then there was another group that was more corporate, especially if you guys have corporate groups, man. Give me a holler. Come on out there with me. Give me a holler. Come on out there with me, and come on. And come on, buddy. And sorry, I was trying to get around the car. I subscribe. Thank you for your subscription. Thank y'all. When you subscribe, guys, I'm gonna be sharing all my upland hunting insights, man. Sporting clays, if you like fine guns, double guns, over under side by sides, like indicators, man, pointer stuff. Give me a holler if you like bird hunting, wing shooting, and if you like art. Like, to me, I'm also going to bring that perspective, which is what they asked me for at Foxhall, is bring my perspective to the position, and to really make, bring the aspects that I'm doing. So I'm just excited about it, man. It's hard enough as it is. There's a lot of people that are not employed, right? I've always maintained employment for the last few years, but I've always worked for myself in the last 5 years. And before that, I was a school teacher. So I love art, and I'm only 10. Well, shoot, man, come on in, watch my stuff, man. There's all kinds of arts content on my channel too. I like to weave in how the outdoor experience connects us to the natural world, man. And like I said, it's hard enough out here economically to keep up with things and to keep money flowing and take care of your family and stuff like that. So for me to get this opportunity to do what it is that I love to do anyway, and just really bring my work to a very historic place. So at Foxhall, back in the '96 Olympics here in Atlanta, this is where it was the resort where they ran the polo competition there. So I will be talking about history, man, and talking about just everything that we have going on. Of course, more videos with this guy. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. If y'all go online and go to my website, americansoul.com, you can go to the sportinglifenotebook.com. You'll see a lot more content there. I'm posting videos. I'm also very much so updating a lot of things. Come on. I also just got back from, hold on one second.
So big.
This one here?
Yeah, this is the same one.
No. This was my male. My girl, she got big though. Man, how you doing? Yeah, your house looks fantastic, brother.
We working on it.
I see. I can tell. Man, y'all stay warm?
Yeah, we stay warm and find goddamn lawn people to come back and pick up all those leaves.
Brother,
It's so cold.
I've been having the same issue.
But in fair defense to them, they had to stop.
Yeah.
Because they started the day before that storm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all got to come and do this.
Yeah. I'm in the process of knocking trees down myself. So, not yet. I've got a couple people in mind. There's a guy that's kind of been floating around here. That's who it is that I get because they put something on my mailbox.
I'm gonna talk to him and see the last guy said $60,000 to take out 35. I have 35 pieces.
That's high.
That's high. I got one that said 14, but what made me stop him? He said
Yeah.
the company he works for dropped somebody's house and showed it to me, and I was just like, okay, let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't need them problems.
If I find someone, I'll write a note and bring it around.
Please do. You know where we are?
Around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, just come on. We there.
Okay.
We there. So,
Y'all have a great year.
hey, we look 26 gonna be all right. I demand it because 25 we could have ended a little better. We sure will. You have a blessed day, brother. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me, man. I thank y'all for subscribing. It's one of my neighbors, man, and just that's a good thing is especially with these dogs. Like my dogs are pretty recognizable. He said I'm the only one with setters in the neighborhood. But like I said, 26 is gonna be a good year, y'all. I know that 26 is just gonna be blessed, man. And so, but I want to tell you guys, I just got back from California, out in Tucson, doing some duck hunting for the Black Heritage Hunt. So I'm actually uploading the podcast presentations from that. If you go on the Sport and Life Notebook podcast, you will see the first upload that I've already done. I'm uploading another one later on today, in parts. And if I can do it right, I'll put the video that I got from it together. So I got to make it make sense, of course. Come on, buddy. But yeah, man, it was good. So in California, the Black Heritage Hunt, I was a featured speaker, and I presented on, just really making, recognizing that what our history is in this hunting community and Black history in it is important, and to make it your own, right? Like I'm always one to tell people, make this history your own, especially if you have the hunting community and culture. Like I'm excited. And so everything I do is going to come from that perspective. Even when I teach, I want to do that. So I had a fantastic mentor. I got her first goose. She shot her first goose. She shot a few coots, missed a few teal. It was foggy. It was a foggy day out on the water, but it was good. Like the ducks were flying. I did not shoot. I was there just to be a mentor. And that's actually the best part of it for me that's actually a mentor in this space. Hunting is great, but I really like that wow moment that people have when they are, I like that wow moment that people have when they are out on the water for the first time or out in the field for the first time. Shout out to Sitka Gear for, of course, keeping us outfitted with some of the very best gear. I mean, it felt great being in that, in those waders. All around, just a good experience. Shout out to Gray, my mentee that spent 2 days on the water with me. And I actually learned a lot from her. And that's the other best thing about being in this hunting community is, just as much as I was able to teach about duck hunting, just as much as I was able to teach about duck hunting, I was also able to learn a lot from her, about mushrooms and all kinds of other stuff, just really, really, really sharing and exchanging that information. So that's exciting, man. What's also cool though, is that I sometimes you know, being on a different side of the country, you know, you don't necessarily always know how hunting comes into people, you know, from, especially in California, there's a lot of underestimation about the firearms community and stuff like that in California. But there's a great, fantastic hunting culture out there. And lots of people that are really, really interested in learning and taking that in. So I'm just really excited to, come on, buddy. I'm just really excited to continue that journey. Shout out to Rue Map and Outdoor Afro partnering with us and asked me to come out there. Rue Map is a great mentor. You can look her up online. She's a mentor to me. Fantastic. I mean, one of the best humans I've ever met. You know, it means the world to be able to give back. Like, I've had a lot of great opportunities, a lot of nice guns, a lot of things that just I would have never imagined. A lot of things I would have never imagined in the community. That really, when I started, man, it's just wild. And speaking of when I started, so this process, so after my grandfather passed away, of course, we're going through all kinds of new, or not new, but old this and that. A lot of his stuff I'm getting in, and because I've had to do that, I've got to make room for other things in my house, and I'm finding a lot of my old hunting journals. And just looking back, man, when I first started, a lot of my old hunting journals, I really had a lot to aspire to. What's up, buddy? You out now again? I had a lot to aspire to when it comes to just, what I wanted, where I wanted to go, and where I wanted to travel. And like I said, y'all, if you listen to my channel long enough, you know I believe in the law of attraction and really speaking a lot of that up. And so much of what I was aspiring to, I've been able to capture and acquire and experience in the hunting community, man. And it's just wild, man. Write stuff down. Write the things that you want to do down. You drank something nasty, you got the little squirt joker. Write stuff down. Look forward to things. Have some ambition. Come on. How you doing? And that's the thing. Like, I would have never, in 2015, when I started hunting, I would have never imagined that I'd be the head outfitter of a historic sporting club, here in Atlanta, man. And I feel like I have so much to offer, and so much to talk about, and so much to be excited about. But all of that was a product of working hard and telling my story. And y'all should tell y'all stories too, man. Like, y'all should tell y'all stories when it comes to just being in the field. Just being in the field. Come on, buddy. Being in the field and just seeing what's available to you, man. I think, now more than ever, y'all have a chance to, like, hunting doesn't have to look like what it did, even for me, 10 years ago. It doesn't have to look like what it did for me 10 years ago. It's just one of those things, man, where, I guess I didn't really have an example of what it should be. So I've always led from, like, this is my perspective. That perspective has since just opened door after door after door after door. And even still, I didn't know how to make certain connections in the outdoors to but at the end of the day, even if I didn't know, I wanted to lead with what was truly authentic to me. And so, like, looking at the audio visual landscape, the social media landscape of 2026, there's a lot of things that are happening and coming up, and I think people are starting to get tired of some types of content, man. And if it doesn't feel real, if it doesn't feel fresh, if it doesn't feel, if it doesn't feel like something, individual, like, man, what are you doing? I think the age of like just trying to, I think there was a point in time where everything kind of looked the same in the outdoors. And now we have the benefit of like all of these platforms being available. So like make that your own, make that the thing that really defines you in the space. And I think that's pretty cool, man. I look at other channels, but I also look at channels that really do inspire me. I try to make content that like if I was on the other side of my own video, like would I be interested in watching this stuff, man? And part of it is not only staying, visible and staying online and doing all of those things, but it's also making things that matter and not just putting things out there for show and for clicks, like, having sponsorships and stuff like that. I really wrestle with that fact of like, okay, how do you create stuff and not be fake about it, man? Having a Beretta sponsorship, like and shout out to them. They're in 500 years, man. So check out their new content. But having a Beretta sponsorship, like, I've got really nice guns and stuff like that, and I've done review videos, but like, this is not one of those channels that really, I'm getting a new gun every week and this and that. Like, that's not real, man. And so what I care about is to talk about the inner workings of why I like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the depths of what makes the thing special to me and how it creates an advantage for me in the field, right? And how it, I hope that perspective might benefit you guys. But all in all, man, I want to keep producing content. So let's talk about that, like, new guns and stuff like that. So a while ago, come on, buddy. A while ago, I made a couple videos saying that I was going to sell my AYA, my 410 AYA. It was the first gun that I actually received, first like really high-end side-by-side double barrel shotgun, and it was fantastic. I shoot the thing like Harry Potter's wand, like it was great. And I thought I would sell it. I took it to Orbis and did this, and it sat for about 5 or 6 months, and then I also put up for sale the ACS BFAT, Beretta ACS BFAT in 12 gauge. That didn't sell. Now the other gun that I put up for sale, that one sold. It was a A300 or something like that. Like that one. There was another gun that I had. That one sold. So, anywho, I messed around and come on, buddy. Messed around and they sat up long enough, so I went and got them back. I drove out to Purcell Farms yesterday. Went and got them back, or day before yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday. Yesterday was pretty much frozen, snow all day. But day before yesterday, that Friday, yep, I went and got them back. So I'm gonna keep them in the stash because now again I'm doing sporting clays education, bird dog stuff. So like, and that's gonna be the day to day. So might as well bring them back. Might as well keep them. And I'm gonna actually finagle with them and tinker with them some. That BFAST ACS, it actually has a lot of adjustable components on it that I really didn't spend enough time with. So in some down the road future videos, I'm gonna take that 12 gauge out. I'm actually going to use it. And what by use it, I mean really use it extensively. Mess with the components, kind of fit it to myself. I didn't really do a whole lot of finagling with it. When I got it out the box, it shot very well, but like, as much as I tinker with my guitars and stuff like that, I might as well do that to my shotguns if there's a chance, if there's some opportunity for it to be an educational thing for you guys. So right now, in the collection is my 410 Beretta Diamond Pigeon, EELL Diamond Pigeon. It is my 12 gauge Beretta ACS B Fast, which like I said, I'm gonna spend a lot of time with for you guys and video that and that process. My 486 Parallelo and 28 gauge. 28 gauge is the best, all around best gauge in my opinion. Like that's what I'd shooting for geese, that's what I'm shooting for ducks, that's what I'm shooting for upland, like all of that stuff. You know, and then kind of work with that. You know, there might be some pistol stuff there that I might do. You know, I kind of want to dive into that. I want to do more dove content next season, and be a little more deliberate about that, because for the most part, when I'm upland hunting, dove hunting is kind of a complement to that, in the sense that like you know, I kind of just I jump shoot them. I jump shoot doves, and that's cool, but I want to be a little more deliberate about that. How I'm going to, you know, incorporate my dogs, I don't know. You know, these setters, what's crazy is Joker actually might be all right in a duck blind and also as a dove dog, although he has never done it before. I think I'm going to work with him there. Come on, buddy. I think I'm going to work with him on, you know, in that angle. Come on. And see. I mean, it's worth a try. You know, if any of y'all have ever used a pointing dog that's not a versatile dog, not like a wire hair, short hair, nothing like that. I mean, like a strictly pointing dog, setter, pointer. I've seen pointers, you know, be retrieving dogs and stuff like that in tower shoots. That was always really cool to me, but now I'm not really looking to add any more dogs. I might as well use what I got. So, especially after the hunting season ends, I'll dive into just more training work, man, and start putting those videos together and seeing what I can do with the dogs that I have. It's been a fantastic year out the gate, you know, despite my grandfather passing away and all of this. I still think he's leaving so many blessings for me, just in so many different little ways. And I want to make sure that I can honor him in that. And then also, man, it's interesting, like really looking and dressing the part too. So I talk about showmanship a lot, and like this art thing, this guide thing, this instructor thing, and like really dressing the part. I was at my buddies at Purcell Farms are so used to seeing me in hunter clothes and this and that. And it was so funny. I came in with not looking like my typical being in the field and stuff like that. And they're like, oh man, like, you know, good to see you, so on and so forth. And I really want to be more deliberate about that, man. It's about presentation. There was a time in life that I was very highly conscious of that. Like, I think there's some value to that. My mentor, Neil Carter, he always looked professional when he was, you know, in his role as a guide. He always looked put together. When I look at the old school bluesmen, they always very put together. And I think there's a lot of value to that, man. Really, again, being able to share the narrative, not change the narrative, but share the narrative of who I am. You know, in this, man, like there's that class, right? That elegance that goes into an experience of being in the field with me. And I really want to show that off at the Foxhall Resort. So like I said, I'm gonna say it again. If y'all are in Douglasville, man, come kick it with me. Come get in the field with me. Come shoot sporting clays. You know, reach out. You can DM, you can leave a comment, whatever. I'll respond. I want to meet new people out there, man. Like, I feel like not enough people know enough about the Foxhall Resort and everything that it has to offer. If you got corporate folks, man, corporate groups looking to have a good time, looking to do some networking, not only am I going to be doing Upland Hunting and Sporting Clays, you know, on their courses for those groups. But also, man, I'm gonna be putting together networking opportunities, mixers and stuff like that. Really bringing that aspect to everything that we do. So there's just a lot going on, man. There's just a whole lot that I want to share with you guys in the field. The season, you know, this is February, so like really this is the last of any type of real deal, you know, hunting that we're gonna do. And I'm probably not gonna get in the field for public land stuff this season, just because I really do need to focus on doing a good job. You know, I really need to focus on doing a good job at Foxhall. And I want you guys to see that focus as well. Some of these walking talks with the dogs might actually be, you know, there as I'm doing my roles and duties. So there's a lot, man. We're building up a program and I want to see you guys there. It's exciting, man. Like, it's just, I cannot believe that position came in, you know, right when I needed it, really. You know, we talk about, you know, the health insurance part of it, man. Everybody's premiums went up, and being an independent entrepreneur, an independent guy and artist and this and that, like we were making it work, you know, but it just gets tough, man. It gets tough, and you don't ever want to see, you want to you want to manage the stress before stress becomes stress, if that makes sense. Like, you want to get there and manage your priorities, manage the things that you have to do for your family. And like in 2026, you know, with this guy, you know, you can go out and get jobs and stuff like that makes sense for you. Like, we live in a time where, like, when you really showcase who you are, people come out and find you. They want to hire you, right? Or they want to buy from you. It's just all of that stuff, man. So like this whole time, and I think I started a couple episodes back, like I think I started saying 2026 is going to be a good year, no matter what's going on around the country, what's going on locally. Keep your heads up, keep your heads up, keep them dogs in the field, man. And just stay motivated, like stay inspired by, you know, what's going on in your mind and your head, what you want to do. I just think that's where we got to be, man, and we got to stay connected as a community. So all that being said, folks, man, I'm just excited to be back on this live stream. I'm gonna get back to doing them. It was just cold before, bro. Like, it's kind of hard to, when it's biting cold, like Georgia has biting cold. So when it's like that, it's kind of hard to get out. But we're back now. And I wanted to give y'all an update. Go subscribe to the Sporting Life Notebook podcast on all your streaming platforms. Go subscribe to this channel. Check out new stuff. Like I said, I've got creative content. I've got hunting, I got sporting. I've got a lot of different things coming up. And like I said, I've got a new role as the head outfitter of the Foxhall Club. So thank y'all again for joining with me. Like I said, go support your local track spot. Go to, you know, purchase Field and Stream, dog food, pack provisions. Like, go check them out, man. And just know, man, we in this thing together. I hope y'all tune in to my stuff. I got way more to share, man, and different perspectives to bring to the table. So thank y'all so much, and we're gonna catch y'all next time.